Hello, it's Brian Peterson here from Faces of Santa Ana, and today we're going to tackle one of the questions that I get the most. Should I give the homeless money? I get this question everywhere I speak. Everyone that comes and wants to hear about Faces of Santa Ana, they always ask me the same question. Should I give the homeless money? And so instead of answering with a yes or no, I actually just want to tell you a quick story about my friend John here. So about 2 years ago, John and I, we met a couple experiencing homelessness in Santa Ana, and their names were River and Rebecca. They were a husband and wife living on the streets, and John saw that it wasn't okay that a husband and a wife be on the streets alone with no shelter. And so John told me, I want to raise money for them to get a van so they can sleep inside their van and be off the streets. And so a couple days later, I see John, and he runs up to me with a wad of like singles and fives. And he takes that money and he presses it on my chest. And he says, I've raised $91. He stood outside in the hot sun for a whole weekend with his cardboard sign as a homeless man asking for money. And he raised $91 for them. He came and he put it on my chest and he said, I've raised the first 91. You go start a GoFundMe account and raise enough money for them to get the van. So what I did is I actually told that story. Here's the first $91 from a man experiencing homelessness. We're raising money to get a van for a couple who we just met in Santa Ana. And the next morning I woke up and we had over $3,000. And it was this beautiful picture of what it looked like when John sacrificed his own life, and maybe about 80 or so people gave this man experiencing homelessness money on the streets, and he put it towards a good cause. And so I'm not saying that all the time money is stewarded or spent appropriately, but this scenario wrecked me from the inside out. My heart was torn to pieces because any little seed of judgment inside of me for anyone holding a sign on the side of the highway got completely eradicated by what John did. I haven't been the same since. When I see somebody holding a cardboard sign on the side of the road, I always think of that experience of one man raising $91, which turned into $3,000 in one day to help a couple who he just met. And so sometimes on the streets, you have the most giving people. They've changed my life. They've changed the way I think. I'm so grateful for people and experiences just like John. And so the answer to your question of should I give the homeless money? There's not a real yes or no answer, but just think of these are real people behind these signs. These are real people possibly asking for help. And in John's scenario, those people that helped him led to extreme breakthrough for River and Rebecca. They soon traded their van. They got an SUV. They traded that SUV and got a new SUV, but that van was like a jump start for them. It made them mobile and it made them safe. They were living on the streets with 2 dogs, a vulnerable wife, and it just wasn't good. And John saw fit that he can make a change and do something about it. And so I'd encourage you to just open up your hearts. I'm not here to tell you what to do, but I'm here to tell you that you should be led by your heart and be led by love. Thank you for tuning in to this video. Hope to see you again soon.
And we just like to thank all the donors and everybody that had anything to do with Faces of Santa Ana and all of God's people. 3 cheers for Jesus. Hey, hey, hey!
Thank you.
Thank you very much. We love y'all.